So your infatuation or love for German Shepherds, you were raised with them? Is that how that happened?
I was. I had a German Shepherd growing up. His name was Hawkeye because my father loved the show MASH. And my mom did daycare for us when we were growing up because my mom's like, how am I going to make money while watching these children? So we had like a whole daycare. There was like 10 kids. I mean, now it wouldn't be decode. It would be illegal in like 10 states. But the German Shepherd was like how is. Super docile, like good around kids, good like weave in and out of all of us, no problem. There's no chance that I would let Daisy even around my own child, which is going to be a problem. I really want to ask Jaws about that. My dogs are not good around kids. They've never been around kids.
Oh, really?
But with that, speaking of being a kid, you asked me about having a German Shepherd. I know the Andrews house and their love for retrievers. How many retrievers have you guys had throughout the duration of your life?
We had our first baby was Ashley. She was great. She lived till about 10 or 12. All our Goldens lived till about that. And then they all developed a cancer. God love them. And you and I have made each other cry at nights, like talking about our dogs. That's another. So we had Ashley, we had Emmy. That was a rescue. Actually, Emmy wasn't. Coco was a rescue. And then my mom and dad, when I left, had Cody and Cheryl. Do you remember my wedding when my parents showed up and our Golden had passed away when I was on the flight? My parents were on the flight to my wedding.
I can't imagine. First of all, the emotion of like how close you are with your family. So that you're getting married. I think the emotion might have been higher for the loss of the pup.
The dog.
Honestly.
Of course. And it would have been for me too. I mean, I talk to you about this all the time. If I have at least 2 glasses of wine, I can start making myself bawl right away about when Howie dies, I'm going to have to be buried with him. Like, I cannot go through this world without this dog.
No, Erin, I was texting you because Willis was sitting on the couch one night and I sent you a picture. And I'm like, he's getting older. He's going to die. And you're like, don't say that. But it's true. We get so attached to them and they become, speaking of them, look who's just got back from the dog walkers because.
Shakshi.
This is Daisy, for those of you watching on YouTube. And there's Willis. Hi, Willis. Ooh. Willis, still alive. So that's the good news. I don't know. I don't know how the reason that they're called man's best friend. Well, a lot of action. Man's best friend is because, okay, well, this is maybe a bad idea to have the door open. We just love them so much. And they are, like you mentioned, we don't have children and they are our children. And so it's going to be, but let's not think about them leaving yet.
No. But the night before we got Howie, this was Jarrett and I did it before we got married, like literally a couple weeks before. I remember having thoughts to myself, like, I don't know if I really want this dog. Like we're saying we want it, but I don't know if I want it because my mom always took care of the Goldens and I loved them. But like, I always knew my mom loved our dogs more than she loved us. It's just how it happened. And now I get it. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.